everybody, it's Wendy Cranford. I have not done a fun video for you in a really long time. I'm so sorry about that. But today I'm going to show you how to make this fish card. It's kind of cool because it's like runs together and I don't know, I really liked it. I think it kind of needs a sentiment, but I haven't really picked one yet. I probably will give this to my dad for Father's Day and maybe one for my husband too. They're big fishermen. So let's get started. I just folded a piece of Island Indigo in half, cut it at 8.5 by 5.5, folded it in half to make an A2 size card. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla here that I've cut at 4 by 5.25. I'm going to use my paper grid to help me out here to keep from making a huge mess. So the first thing I did is I just have a Stampin' sponge here that I've cut and labeled. And I'm using Midnight Muse ink, inking this up, and I'm just coming in from the outside and going all around to really just kind of give this pretty dark blue feel, like it's underwater, kind of. Okay? And you can add as much or as little as you'd like. It's really up to you. And then I'm using Gumball Green ink for the seaweed, and I'm using this stamp set by the Tide, which I really love for masculine cards. And I'm stamping one here, and as you can see I'm stamping off a little, so I'm going to stamp off first on this one, and so it'll be lighter. Okay, and then I am going to take one of our spritzers. This just has water in it. And I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to get everything wet here. But basically I'm just going to spritz a couple times on here. And then you'll see that the ink kind of just starts running together. The more you spritz, the more it's going to run together. So I'm going to spritz this other one more time. There it goes. And it kind of gives it a softened look. Okay, and I'm not using watercolor paper. I probably should, but I'm not. And it'll be fine. It just dries a little bit crinkly, which you can see on this card. And then normally I would just let this dry before I did anything else, but since we're on video, I didn't prepare ahead and make sure I had one dry. So I'm using my Stays On ink and my fish here, and I'm just going to stamp one here. Uh-oh, didn't stamp very clear. And one here. Okay. And then I took my Always Artichoke, squeeze the pad in the middle, pop it open, and here you're going to have ink in your tray. I'm using one of my watercolor pens, and I'm just going to pick up some of the ink and color it in on this fish so that he kind of looks like a bass. That's the look I'm going for. I don't know what kind of fish this is supposed to be, but it reminded me of a bass. So you can go as dark in spots or as light in spots as you would like to give more or less definition. And you'll just set it aside and let it dry, and you could add a sentiment to it if you wanted. I also add these bubbles, and the way I did that was, let's get back my Midnight Muse ink over here. I have this from one of our paper pumpkins. Sorry, I hadn't adhered that down yet. This is from one of our paper pumpkin kits, and so you can't get it anymore. But this is what I used to create the bubbles, and I just I stamped off first, and then I just stamped randomly there. Okay, and here's the finished card again, and that's it. Really super simple, fast, masculine card. Masculine cards are always the hardest for me to make. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.